Just want to say I've been getting a lot of nice comments about the owl, and there were a lot of votes and a lot of people favoring stuff, and I think what I find cutest was actually Quill for WillBits, since it keeps with the family theme. So I think I'm gonna stick with Quill. Hi Quill, welcome to my shoulder. I'm not gonna actually say that name much over the course of the rest of this video because I recorded a lot of it before it was posted, so. But Quill, going forward. Hey everybody, it's WillBits, and we are jumping back into Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery Year 4, Chapter 3, all about Bowtruckles. Madam Rakepick encourages you to enter the Forbidden Forest, but you'll need help from an eccentric professor and a feisty magical creature. Looks like we're gonna be seeing a lot of Kettleburn this chapter. Great! And we're ready to study the Bowtruckles straight away, but let's go talk to Kettleburn, since it's available.
We should make these creatures fight each other.
You talking about yourself? Are you calling yourself a creature, Ismelda?
You should be classified as a beast, Bit.
That's the same joke, kind of, that she did. I don't know, it's different. Okay, fine.
Rumor is you've been asking about Madam Rakepick. I don't think that's a good idea.
You still thinking about that meeting with Madam Rakepick?
Do you think she might be R?
I'm not sure. Either way, I have to find the next vault. I'll ask Kettleburn how to sneak into the forest after class. I'm pretty excited about today's lesson on Bowtruckles. There are loads of them on my family's tree farm. They used to eat wood lice right out of my hand. Welcome back to Kara Magical Creatures! Today we will be studying wonderful little creatures called Bowtruckles. They're shy, peaceful creatures, but they can be quite fearsome when it comes to guarding wandwood trees. Speaking from personal experience, it's best to keep them far enough from you so they can't gouge your eyes out. It's how I lost my eye. You thought it was something big, didn't you? Nay. It's a Bowtruckle. Have fun, everyone! Be sure to wear your protective glasses. Alright. 3 hours of Bowtruckle madness. Bowtruckles require a caretaker who is at one with the forest. Listen carefully now. I am one with the forest because I'm 40% wood. Alright, everyone go chop your limbs off. Wood for everyone, let's go. Bowtruckle! Oh, I'm glad that counted as a class. Well done, everyone! You gained a lot of knowledge about Bowtruckles without losing a single eye. Also, if anyone spots a chimera telling about the castle, please notify our professor immediately. Class dismissed. Excuse me, Professor Kettleburn. Is it true you sometimes help students enter the Forbidden Forest, even though it is by name forbidden? If I did, it would be a secret. Why would you think that? I'm just guessing? I'm gonna say... I actually think Rakepick told me is maybe better. Although, if Rakepick told me a thing that's secret, that gives away that she's bad at keeping secrets. And rumors would do the same thing, so maybe I haven't heard and I am just guessing. I just thought you might need help finding creatures to study in the forest. I just might. I'd consider discussing it further if you could help me with this Bowtruckle. He's peaceful for now, but he'll get restless without a proper habitat. If you study Bowtruckles further and find him a home, I'll tell you what I know about entering the Forbidden Forest. Ah, okay. Well, so I can study up on them in the library, which I probably will do. Oh, I see, and that counted as my class there. Alright, so that's checked off. Study Bowtruckles in the library, write about Bowtruckles. Both things that I need to do straight away. Let's get started. Let's just get it moving. We want to get that moving. Actually, wait, before we do that, we have the nearly headless Nick thing. I left that hanging last chapter. Let's resolve it before we get too involved with the next thing.
What's the matter? You look you've seen a ghost. Or most of a ghost.
There's no safer place in the world than Hogwarts.
You said that before. It remains not true.
I'll be watching you. You're trouble, just like your brother.
There you are. Did you learn anything about the vaults?
Nearly Headless Nick and I went on quite the scavenger hunt and found clues about why the vaults were made.
Any guesses what the clues mean?
I think the vaults are sealing something dangerous. What could possibly be so dangerous to go to all that trouble? Some sort of weapon? A powerful prophecy? A dark wizard bent on killing us all? I think there's more to it than that. Let me try to explain. Over the course of a long 3-hour conversation. Okay. So that chapter said a group of people at Hogwarts were working together to find the vaults? Yeah, I think it might be a good idea to form a new group.
Epiphany! Ghosts having an epiphany coming through!
Nick, did you work something out?
Ah, yes! I've been thinking about what we found in the Hufflepuff Common Room. Hogwarts was always meant to be a safe place. But being a safe place, Hogwarts had a responsibility to protect dangerous things, thereby making Hogwarts less safe. Conundrum. Later headmasters and professors recognized this. Is it possible someone took advantage of the way the floor plan of the school appears to shift over time? We believe the vaults were built to hold something dangerous that could be placed inside. But what if the vaults were built around something dangerous that could not be moved?
What could possibly be that dangerous? What do you think is in the vaults, Will? Weapons, treasure, secrets. These are all very vague answers. I'm just gonna say secrets. Maybe it's a secret. One so powerful and dangerous it could destroy anyone who learns it. Knowledge can be more powerful than any weapon. I'm wondering how much my brother knew about all this.
I'm confident that a curious student like yourself is destined to find out. My dear Will, call on me again if you ever need the help of a courageous ghost. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to stop Peeves from hurling Professor Snape's soup bowl. A thing I am powerless to stop and will merely watch and laugh as it occurs. Yes, quite right.
And a completely wasted level up. Hooray! All of that energy is going to waste utterly and completely. Well, let's go do some other classes and things. Oh, did I get this? Yes, I did. I got the shirt. I also have access to the monocles now, so I think I have access to absolute... That's actually pretty awesome. I am sorely tempted. It's only 50. Another time perhaps. But we are going to put on our pajama shirt. Just to be super casual for a little while. Into the library we go to read books about Bowtruckles. Even though we just hung out with one for a while, you know, there's probably a lot of tricks that we don't know otherwise. Oh hey, everybody's here. I wonder if Madam Pince used to be a prefect. I'm gonna see what I can find out about Madam Rakepick. I'll need to make this quick. I've got Quidditch practice. Do you think Madam Pince needs an assistant? I think you may have... That boat may have sailed, Rowan, after the events of the last year. If you could manage to read the books without touching them, that would be ideal. If you could just place them on your head, or just above your head, just float it above your head and let the words just filter down into your brain. Thanks for your help. I couldn't think of a better group of friends to help me study Bowtruckles. Bowtruckle Club! I need to learn everything I can about them to convince Kettleburn to help me sneak into the Forbidden Forest. No one ever picks me as a study partner, but care magical creatures is my favorite subject. I brought notes from my old lessons on Bowtruckles. I'd usually say take better notes than me, but not when it comes to creatures.
I may spend my time reading up on Rakepick as well. Fortunately, I excel at multitasking.
Ravenclaw. Let's study! Shh. Never has anyone said let's study that loudly. Rowan. Just an hour? This should go pretty quick then. Works fine for me. I bet this doesn't count as a class. Thanks for your help. This should be more than enough information for me to write an essay on Bowtruckles. After I do that, and cultivate a Bowtruckle habit in herbology, Kettleburn will help me get into the forest. Tell me when you're ready to head into the Forbidden Forest. Well, I'd like to do some exploring myself. Yeah, hanging out with everybody. Charlie, we aren't friends yet, are we? Not yet. I bet that's coming pretty soon. Let's head over to Hufflepuff House and we can write about them. That's not as useful as making a place for them to stay, but yeah, we'll check it out. Writing this essay on Bowtruckles will show Professor Kettleburn I'm serious about getting into the forest. Once I finish it, we'll be ready to find the next cursed vault. I'll write an essay too, just because I love writing essays. It's not gonna be on Bowtruckles. I'll write about something way more boring. What should I study? Arrows, because we found our cool little arrow. Okay, study arrows. We found that broken arrow in the vault with the you-know-who Bogarts. Maybe you can work out where it came from? Great idea, Will. I'll start by researching who uses arrows made with that sort of wood. That is surprisingly niche and well-suited to your expertises, Rowan. Okay, we better get started. I need to find out if there's a vault in the forest to see if it holds any clues about my brother. Okay, writing an essay about Bowtruckles. In this essay, I seek to tell you 3 things about Bowtruckles. 1, do not make a bow out of them. Yes, they're kind of wood. They don't make good weapons. 2, I don't know what a truckle is. 3, I didn't think of a 3rd thing. In conclusion, Bowtruckles. Finished! At this point, I feel like I might know more about Bowtruckles than Newt Scamander. Ha 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 ha! Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in theaters soon. Check that out. Well, I can't say for certain, but if I had to guess, I'd say the arrow you found is the same kind used by centaurs. Oh, gonna be horsing around. How does Centaur's arrow end up in a cursed vault? Thanks, Rowan. Now Professor Kettleburn will have to tell me how to sneak into the Forbidden Forest. He'll have to do it. He'll have to do it! Why wouldn't he have to do it? Hey, Kettleburn! Man, this is a short chapter, isn't it? We're almost done. After as long as the last one is, I should have baked more of Nearly Headless Nick into this chapter, I guess. Oh well. Kettleburn, what's up? Professor Kettleburn? Professor Kettleburn? Are you here?
I forged your professor's handwriting. I assumed you wouldn't answer my invitation.
Who are you?
A messenger.
What do you want?
Petrificus totalis! I want to deliver a message. Don't worry, someone will probably find you soon and reverse the body-bind curse. Long after I've finished with you and have left this place. There is still time to avoid your brother's fate. Stay away from the Forbidden Forest. Stay away from the Cursed Vaults. Stay away from Patricia Rakepick. Death is coming to Hogwarts, WillBits. Do as you're told and it may not come for you.
Was it Kettleburn? Or was it? Death is coming to you, WillBits. It might not come for you. Then again, maybe it will. That's a thing that happens sometimes, eh? Yeah? Right? Sure. Great. Now I just need to finish my transfiguration classes while I try not to worry too much about whatever that was! Alright, well, let's get Evanesco. Finish that out. Looks like no chit-chat, we're just jumping right in.
Today you will learn a vanishing spell, Evanesco. This effect vanishes animate and inanimate objects into non-being, which is to say, everything.
Vanishing, like it goes away or just becomes invisible.
I have prepared a lecture to discuss the essence of vanishing items.
Alright, well I guess we'll learn about it. Because the distinction's important. Alright, now we just vanished the... Ha! What is this? Is this skull with wings? I just got threatened by a mysterious stranger in a red cloak, and this is the scariest thing I've seen in the last couple of minutes. Yeah, I do want to make this vanish. That's very motivating, McGonagall. Why would you send this at me?
Ah, I'm a skull that can fly.
Ah, and everybody has one. Maybe it can fly. Hopefully those are like skeletal wings and not like spider legs. Really? That's this precise squiggle. Do it just so. Make sure to... It's gone. But wait, it's still there. I just made an invisible terrifying skull. Now it could fly up and bite someone and you would never even see it coming.
Make the hardest task look easy.
Okay, well, we got Charlie added to the party. Maybe he can tell us what that is. Year 4, Chapter 4, Curse Breakers. After an attack by an ominous wizard, you attempt to regroup and find your way into the Forbidden Forest. Madame Rakepick, however, has other plans. I wish she wouldn't. First things first, we're gonna go chat with Kettleburn. See if we can't get all that research we did to pay off, so maybe he can sneak us into the forest. Okay, Kettleburn. Can we get into the Forbidden Forest now? Can we just jump start straight to getting into this cursed vault? Maybe we can sneak in there and get there before anybody else does. And you weren't here to talk to me last night, so I had to talk to a scary cloak person.
Are you alright, Mr. Bits? You look quite disturbed.
Yes, I mean, no, not really, but I'll be fine.
I hope you weren't assaulted by my lost chimera.
No, but I brought an essay on Bowtruckles and a wiggin tree for this one to live in.
Well, that's at least some good news to counter the chimera's ongoing misadventures about the castle.
There's a much more interesting story going on there. We're going to continue to ignore that one. Will you tell me about the ways you've helped students enter the Forbidden Forest now?
First, you need to give this Bowtruckle a proper name.
Those are all good names. Jacob, after my brother, is adorable. Newt isn't bad. Barnaby Jr. I feel like as sweet as Jacob is as a name, I'm leaning towards Barnaby Jr. Barnaby likes creatures. He'll find that endearing. He likes creatures about as much as Charlie. And Charlie likes dragons. Okay, Barnaby likes the gamut. Oh, let's name him after Barnaby. Yeah. How about Barnaby Jr.? This is his favorite class, and I'm sure he'd love to care for his own Bowtruckle.
Brilliant! Now that you mention it, he even looks a bit like Barnaby, plus he's green. Now let's see if Barnaby Jr. likes the wiggin tree you brought him.
Okay. Barnaby Jr.
You what? You named it. Of all the things you named after me, it couldn't be something fearsome.
No, you get this. And it's fine. He's adorable. Alright. Barnaby Jr. Barnaby Jr.
Well done, Mr. Bits. Nothing makes me happier than seeing a happy magical creature.
Which is what I say every time I look in the mirror. Thanks, Professor Kettleburn. will you tell me how you help students sneak into the Forbidden Forest now?
Why do you want to enter the Forbidden Forest?
So, I want to find a cursed vault. Yes. But if I want to get brownie points with Professor Kettleburn specifically, finding creatures versus exploring the forest in general, I think he's likely to be more sympathetic to I want to find creatures, right? Brown knows a little bit for the class. If I could sneak into the forest, I could find more creatures for us to study in class.
I've never been able to resist the opportunity to study more magical creatures. It used to be easier to enter the Forbidden Forest before this year's sleepwalking epidemic. Now the faculty is keeping watch on the perimeter.
You don't think it's possible to sneak in?
Anything is possible at Hogwarts, Mr. Bits. I've always forgetting tell her Patricia Rakepick that the best way to enter the forest undetected is by broom. She was my most gifted student and wanted to study the forest creatures in hopes of becoming a magic zoologist.
She told you a similar fib.
Once she knew how to sneak in, I think she spent as much time there as she did in the castle. But I believe she was there for something other than creatures, and whatever it wasn't good. You're different, Mr. Bits. I don't think you would do this unless you had a very good reason.
Thank you, Professor Kettleburn. I'll find a broom and find the Forbidden Forest very carefully. Thanks for telling me the secret, even though I don't know if you did that on purpose.
The forest is massive, Mr. Bits. Make sure you know exactly where to enter, and make sure Patricia Rakepick isn't watching.
Oh. Well, she definitely will be, no matter what I do, so... Alright, Patricia Rakepick wants to teach me a powerful spell. Well, what's going on, Patricia? And everybody's here? I sure would like some classes just to coincide with this stuff.
I have a lot of questions for Madam Rakepick about becoming a professional curse breaker.
Why would Madam Rakepick invite all of us here? I'm sure it's for something terrible.
I hope you become one of those sleepwalkers and walk straight into the Black Lake.
Well, I hope I don't. Are you alright, Will? You look like you've seen a Dementor. I was attacked by someone.
What? When? Huh? What?
Last night, they paralyzed me and told me to stay away from the forest, the vaults, and Rakepick. They said, death is coming to Hogwarts.
What did they look like?
They didn't have a face. It was just a red cloak. And the voice was strange, like it was somehow distorted. Like that. Hogwarts is surrounded by protective enchantments. Outsiders can't get in, especially dark wizards. Maybe it wasn't an outsider. They did look a little short for a member of the faculty. Was it somebody we know? We've got a pretty big cast right now. Maybe it was Rakepick. Maybe she was kneeling down to look like a kid?
We have to tell Dumbledore.
No, not yet. It could be someone else. Until we have proof, we have to act like everything is normal. I won't let anyone stop me from finding my brother.
Shh, here she comes. Would anyone care to guess why I invited all of you here? To kill us?
I'm gonna say it was presumably to teach us. We all have first-hand experience with the cursed vaults. You probably want to teach all of us how to deal with them.
I don't have time to teach all of you, only the best of you. I need an extra pair of hands in my journey to locate the remaining cursed vaults and break their curses. I believe one of you is best suited to serve as my assistant.
Which one?
That's what we're here to find out, Mr. Copper. You want to pit us against one another? Think of it more as a friendly test of wills and skills, bits and wits. Completely voluntary, of course. Why would we want to be your assistant? Good question, Miss Merk.
Her last name is Merk? Ismelda Merk? Of course it is.
The answer is that I can teach you things you cannot learn from anyone else at Hogwarts. Especially considering the ineptitude of this year's Defense Against the Dark Arts professor.
What sort of things?
Allow me to demonstrate, Mr. Weasley. I trust none of you are afraid of curses.
Are you gonna curse all of us? Are you gonna curse those mannequins? Okay, Confringo. Gotta get all 5 stars, 3-hour task. Confringo! Now we've all learned how to make things explode. So how did you determine who did it the best?
Please cast the blasting curse, Mr. Bits.
This looks familiar. Alright. Z, Confringo!
Well done, Mr. Bits. You're certainly very talented.
That's all I need to see after having watched exactly one person cast the spell.
Who do you think could help me most with the vaults?
Bill Weasley being in the smart option is interesting. Me is self-serving, which is good because we do want to get in. Ben, we're a little waffly on right now, and it's one of those where he's either a scaredy puppy who just genuinely doesn't remember and is a victim of circumstances, or he's a dark traitor working for an evil person who's putting on a heck of a performance. Either way, I don't like him as a candidate. Let's just see what happens if we say Bill. Bill, he's the most experienced and the most powerful, and he probably has a future ahead of him as a curse breaker. This could be a great internship for him. He's even talked about becoming a professional curse breaker.
He's also a filthy Weasley. Mr. Weasley is a fine candidate. If Miss Snide or anyone else hopes to surpass him, they will need to be especially ambitious. I will send you invitations for further meetings and lessons. If you choose to attend, be ready to challenge yourself and learn powerful magic. Perhaps even become a legend by conquering the cursed vaults. I mean, I beat 2 of them. If you do not attend, I thank you in advance for not wasting my time. Good night!
I get the feeling Madame Rakepick wants you to earn the right to help her find the cursed vaults, Will. We don't need her help. I know how to get into the forest. I just need to know where to search when I'm inside. Let's see if Tulip found the exact location on the Forbidden Forest map and find the next vault ourselves. Oh ho ho ho! Alright, in 3 hours we will hang out with Tulip over at the 3 Broomsticks to discuss her findings. But before we head over there, I just wanted to I'm gonna go do the formation flying. I was grinding that a little bit just now off camera for the main reason that 1, I'm only 5 points away from getting my slippers, and I've got a day left on the clock, but I don't want to put it off, so we're gonna go ahead and get those right now. Also, this gives me 1 more energy point, and who doesn't like that? So let's do that first and foremost. It's 8 hours, 5 stars to pass. Gonna cruise to those badger slippers.
A well-maintained broom is a fast broom. To your broom care stations.
No, okay, no real talkies. 5 crests in the pipe, plus 1 energy limit. That should put me up to a cool 34. Love it. And just in time, some cool pajama pants. Pajama party, pajama party, complete. Done. That's pretty great. Can you see that actually with us standing there? You just can't quite make out the pants. I like those together as an ensemble. Let's try it with some other tops. It's very silly with that. It does okay with the old Hufflepuff sweater. How does it look with the old... Oh, it really clashes with the old patchwork. It's only remotely monstrously tacky with that. I'll spare you guys. We'll keep it in pajama mode for now. Pajama party complete! Alright, enough putting it off. Let's talk to Tulip at the Three Broomsticks. Finally get that moving.
I pulled bilge powder in everyone's butterbeer. Hee 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 hee.
I mean, it was already soda, so it's gonna make you burp. But I guess now you'll burp even more.
Would you like to taste an extra bitter butterbeer?
A bit of extra bitter butterbeer? A bit of badly bitter butterbeer? Better not.
I hope you can break this sleepwalking curse, Will.
He says hilariously from behind the big pole. Hey guys, I'm here in my pajamas. Hey Tulip, did you figure out exactly where the next cursed vault is from, the Forbidden Forest map?
Took a bit longer than I expected, but I've narrowed it down to a single grove. I can't be certain that it's the location of the cursed vault, but I'm certain it's where we should start.
Let's devise a plan. We should come with a plan for what to do next.
Right. Even if you sneak inside, the Forbidden Forest is full of dangerous creatures, and it's easy to get lost.
Didn't you say you sneaked into the forest with Charlie? I did, but only because he got it in his head that he could catch a dragon in there, and I didn't want him to go alone. We got lost, and if it weren't for his tracking skills, we would have either starved or been eaten by something. Let me send him an owl and have him meet us here. Let's drink butterbeer until Charlie arrives, and he'll tell us the best way to survive the forest. And let's make sure we don't run out of butterbeer while we're waiting. Ingorgio, are we just gonna turn this glass into a pint? Brrrr. Yeah, time to beat Mega Big Butterbeers. We should wait for my brother the Three Broomsticks more often. I'll drink Mega Big Butterbeers. 1 hour to pass, hanging out at the Three Broomsticks. See if I can blow right through this. Piece of cake, which would go great with some butterbeer. I see you've been enjoying butterbeers without me. Thank you for coming, Charlie. We could really use your advice on how to get in and out of the Forbidden Forest. Getting out is easy, but I don't know how anyone could sneak in with the teachers watching. Professor Kettleburn said he used to fly in with students. To be fair, he also mentioned losing a limb that way. That could work if you're a good flyer, but the forest is dangerous. That's coming from someone who goes in searching for dragons. I'd practice flying and get comfortable casting Vermilius and Ferula. Those spells might save your life. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll fly in with you to be sure you make it out safely. Thanks, Charlie. Wait until you see what it's like inside the Forbidden Forest. You might not be so quick to thank me. Alright. 3 hours until we will be able to talk to Penny.
I've been hearing some disturbing rumors about you, Will. Let's talk in our next flying class.
Practice flying, and we are going to learn on our way to learning Vermilius, and I've already done some formation flying.
I can't wait to watch Kettleburn and Hagrid cry when they realize that runaway Chimera is never coming back.
Remember to always check your brooms for splinters before taking flight, or before, grabbing it and tucking it under your legs. Will you bring me back a branch from the Forbidden Forest? I'd like to add it to my uncommon twig collection. I mean, are the trees that random? I think it's mostly the things that are in the forest, but okay.
Hey, Will.
How was your secret meeting with Madame Rakepick? We are being way too open about this, just across the board. You knew about that?
I told you when we first met that I know everything that happens at Hogwarts. Besides, Madame Rakepick invited me too.
Oh. Why didn't you go?
I'm more potion maker than curse breaker. I'm already experimenting with a new brew that prevents sleepwalking.
Oh, that's very useful, actually. That's a really good thing to have been spending your time doing so far this year. I just want to find the cursed vault, with or without Madame Rakepick. I have to get better on a broom until I'm good enough to fly into the Forbidden Forest with Charlie.
Have you worked out anything about the group that's supposedly after you?
The one mentioned in that mysterious letter from last year? I honestly haven't had time to give it much thought. Maybe that was who attacked me. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Hi, Penny. Don't worry about it, but I got attacked by a mysterious. Someone attacked me in the courtyard. They told me to stay away from Rakepick and the vaults. Something about death coming to Hogwarts. I'm sure it's fine. Thought you knew everything that happened at Hogwarts. I would have made sure you're okay if I'd heard about that. Do you think it was Rakepick? I did, but now I'm wondering if it was someone from that mysterious group. Maybe she's part of the group. Maybe she is the group. Do you want me to investigate the group for you? Yeah. You send your little birds off amongst the populace and find out what's going on. That'd be amazing. I have to focus on the cursed vaults, but it would be nice to know who wants me dead. I'm happy to help, Will. I'll talk to everyone about what they've heard and let you know what I find. I should focus on flying. I'd like to make it into the Forbidden Forest with my limbs intact. I bet Kettleburn is not great at flying to begin with. He was too eager to get into the forest and didn't spend 4 years doing proper broom training. Just over and over again, grinding at the materials, getting his courage up as high as he could get it. Listen up, boys and girls. I'm going to explain several important bits of information to you. Over the course of 3 hours, it's the same information. Too much lecturing, not enough flying. Okie dokie. Well done, Mr. Bits. 10 points to Hufflepuff. I'll take it. I'm way behind right now. Thank you, Madam Hooch. Do you think I'm good enough to safely fly, hypothetically, into a forest? Maybe a forest in which flying is specifically forbidden? Maybe the Forbidden Forest? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of difficult places somebody might want to fly. Why? But just curious. I feel like my flying is really improved, and that seems like a tough test for even the best flyer. Yes, I think you're skilled enough to safely fly into a Forbidden Forest, I suppose. Thanks, Madam Hooch. That's great to hear. Great. But I doubt you're skilled enough to land safely. I'll see if I have time to brew you a Wiggenweld potion, but you should also practice your healing spells. Okay, this is gonna be a rough landing, apparently. Madam Pomfrey, see me later in the hospital wing and maybe teach you something important. So, alright, we are anticipating a crash landing. While we wait for that, as we prep for our journey, we can go start working on Vermilius. Let's hear about this charm and how will it help us in our preparation to go into a Forbidden Forest. I'm afraid of being Madame Rakepick's assistant, but I'm more afraid of telling her I don't want to be her assistant. Filch caught my doormate sleepwalking in the Forbidden Forest, and then he was mean to her. It was not her fault. I've been reading a lot about apparition.
Welcome everyone. Today we will be learning Vermilius, sometimes known as Red Sparks. This is an excellent spell to use if you're ever fearing for your life and need to call for help.
So it's like a flare. Okay.
Woo! That's me every day, all the time.
I'm glad you're excited about today's lesson, Mr. Copper. Let's begin.
3 hours to pass, 5 stars to get through it. Gotta get them all.
Vermilius, otherwise known as Red Sparks, is an excellent spell for emergencies. If you're ever in danger, fire red sparks into the air to call for help. I prepared a lecture on this very important topic. Ears open. It's time to make some sparks.
Alright. Red Sparks should probably not be shooting a flare off inside the classroom, but I guess if you can control how high it goes, that's fine. Alright. I get the feeling that may come in handy at some point relatively soon. We can cast Vermilius. Signal a call for some help.
Please demonstrate Vermilius, Mr. Bits.
Happy 4th of July!
Well done. Our next lesson will focus on a spell to help you save yourselves instead of waiting others to save you.
I guess that's a lot harder. Boo!
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Copper. Class dismissed.
I just want to shoot off a little firework and then wait for my troubles to go away. Please, please. All right, Madam Pomfrey, you're gonna need to teach me how to mend my own broken bones, because I'm about to do something incredibly stupid and dangerous, apparently.
You will need to make this quick, Mr. Pitt. I'm busy tending to these patients. They're all sleeping, so, they're not going anywhere.
Unless they start walking, so I guess they might. They all have the sleepwalking curse?
I believe so. Some of the sleepwalkers immediately return to normal when they wake. Others can't be woken at all.
Can I help? Can I do anything to help?
No, Professor Snape is brewing a potion that may help. Otherwise, we'll have to wait until the curse is broken. What do you need, Mr. Bits?
Will you teach me the bandaging charm, Ferula? I use it to help any sleepwalking students who get hurt. Or on myself, if need be, for some reason?
I suppose there's no harm in teaching you a useful charm. Pay attention, as I do not have time to teach you twice.
Okay. Oh, and it is a quick learn, but I will take it. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Giving us all these really nice snazzy pajamas just as a sleepwalking curse is going around. They might think I'm sleepwalking. You can't see my eyes. I'm in my pajamas. Snape's gonna be jumping on me and being like, "No, I'll stop you." Oh no. You're fine.
Pretend your arm is injured and cast a spell on yourself, Mr. Bits.
Pretend? You could really injure me, I guess, and really test it, but I guess I'm kind of glad that that's not how we're doing this. Ferula! Oh, it literally made bandages. Okay, it worked!
Indeed, like all healing spells, we will hope you never have to use it.
But somebody will. Interesting. I bet creating magical bandages could have lots of uses beyond just an injury. But okay. Time for a true test on the training grounds, apparently. We don't have the energy to actually do this, but we can check it out.
Did you know Madam Regpick is the top curse breaker at Gringotts Wizarding Bank?
I did. It keeps being mentioned.
I have a bad feeling about this. By that I mean a worse feeling than my typical bad feeling. I hope this Regpick woman teaches us the killing curse.
I thought you already knew the unforgivable curses. Ismelda, you're all talk. You got nothing.
I'm glad to see everyone returned. I expected at least one of you to cower in the face of competition.
I am a little surprised Ben's still here, but alright.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Copper. Please don't. What curse are you gonna teach us tonight? I won't be teaching you anything tonight, Miss Merc. You will be teaching one another.
Curses.
Curses, charms, transfigurations, potions, punches. I've never believed in putting restrictions on dueling.
You want us to duel each other?
As you well know, it's highly unlikely you'll be able to enter a cursed vault without facing a fight. Dueling is the best way to improve your combat skills. I can't imagine a better way to determine who should serve as my assistant than by rewarding the last one standing. Who would you like to duel, Mr. Bits?
Interesting. I don't really want to fight Marula again, and I don't have any beef with Bill, so do we pick Ismelda? She's cruising for it. Maybe we can pick her off as Marula's other sidekick. Yeah, let's go. I'll duel Ismelda. I still owe her one for what she did to Barnaby.
When I'm done with you, I'll finish off that traitor. I sense some genuine hatred between you two. This should be fun.
Alright. That doesn't take energy, so let's do it. 17, 18, 18. Coming in with an advantage.
Prepare to duel. We will see who truly deserves to enter the next cursed vault.
Okay. Shoot. Oh, let's whip out the Bombarda. Pulling out our magical guns. There's a chance for a large reduction. Well, she's just stunned, but that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Let's pay attention. Doesn't seem to go on defensive very much. Oh yeah, light her on fire. Oh, nope, there she is, defending. But she was stunned. So it worked out in my favor. We're just gonna depulso her and make sure she goes down. I don't want any chances. Alright, our first time with Ismelda, and she's going home with some bruises. Well done, Master Bits. I'd like to see you employ a bit more viciousness, but that should come with time. Hey, I was pretty defensive, it's true.
Next time we fight, it'll be to the death, Bits.
That's enough for tonight. You will each receive a letter when it's time for our next meeting.
Be interesting if they'd actually done like a bracket system and you'd had to like duel several people.
Please stay behind, Mr. Bits. I would like to teach you a spell, one that aligns with your specific interests. Would you like a private lesson?
Yes. I do like to learn things, so yeah. Of course, I want to learn every spell I can.
I appreciate your determination and thirst for knowledge. Expect an owl when it's time for your private lesson. In the meantime, good luck with your efforts to enter the Forbidden Forest.
Yes, I know what you're doing.
You make the hardest task.
But okay. We will get a private lesson at some point, but that wraps up that chapter. That's all for this one. See you guys next time. Bye for now.